Welcome again to episode 2 of Friday the 13th, 2012 with Swami G. In our little break we were talking about trying. We keep on trying and trying and trying. And that trying leads us down a crazy path that we seem to get caught up in.
Yeah, like I said, trying is trying.
But
it's very trying.
But I've always understood, I may be wrong, that trying...
Understood. Understood. Do you have any idea what you just said?
No.
No, understood. What does understood mean? What's the word mean? Understood. And under and stand. Under and stand. There's a stand. What's under it? What's supporting it? Understand something. To understanding something is to understand its support, its nature. And so that understanding anything, the only true understanding is understanding who you are and resting in that and staying in that.
And the understanding of who I am is really I'm a child of God?
No.
Okay, understanding.
Well, that's a concept.
Okay, understanding.
A child of God is concept. When you deal with the everyday world, you have to have concepts. But when you deal with your really... the real nature of your being, you should throw concepts out the window.
Can you elaborate on that? Because that's where a lot of minds come,
well, as long as you hold on to concepts, then the reality of what is cannot come forward because it's hidden behind the concepts. Once we get back again to Maya now. Maya's concrete is conceptions. The concrete wall of Maya that keeps us from the truth is conceptions.
Is conceptions.
Yes, conceptions.
Conceptions are what? This sort of body of made-up knowledge or something?
Anything your little brain can come up with, that's a conception.
But it's not true.
All depends if you can talk yourself into it or not.
Well, if you can talk yourself into it, well, if you can talk yourself into it, does that make it truth?
What?
If you can talk yourself into it, whatever concept I've created up here, does that make it truth? Or truth
on what
for
level
me?
are we talking? On an earth level, yes. On a spiritual level, no. On an earth level, if you're back, let's say, about 415 BC, and you proclaim the world is flat, you are telling the truth because the world is flat. But then you go a little further in time, and then this little upstart city of Alexandria comes up, and they got a library, and they figure out it's round, and then there goes your flat world, that it's a lie. So, whatever the majority believes is the truth.
The truth?
On this planet. But in truth, the truth can only be inferred. It cannot be spoken. You cannot say the truth. It cannot be spoken. It can be experienced, and you are it, but to describe it will just leave you drooling.
I don't like to drool, okay?
Well, it's like, wow, it's, and you just end up laughing and just going,
So
get there.
The point of concepts, it just keeps moving. It doesn't really get you into truth.
The point of concept keeps moving.
Well, like you said, we have
it's a carrot on a stick.
It's what?
A carrot on a stick.
Okay. Which is always dangled in front of you. You keep following it.
Keep following it endlessly. It's the loop of infinity. It goes on and on and on. It's the mystical symbol of the snake eating its tail. It's eternity. It goes on. It goes on. How long can we keep this nonsense up? A long time.
So when they say step off the wheel, whatever their concept of the wheel is.
The wheel. That's why the flag of India has a wheel. And there are many spokes leading into the center, which means there's many paths to the truth. There's many paths to God. Many paths, but one God, one center. Many faces of God, but one God. So the wheel is always used in Indian thought to explain samsara, the turning of life, the great wheel.
So as long as we're pointed towards spirit, regardless of whether we're Indian, Hindu, snake
Well,
charmer,
if you're pointed towards spirit, it's better than a magnolia, which is far better than greed, but still you're pointed on something, and you have a concept called spirit you're holding on to, so it'll still keep you from the truth. You see, you're trying to find what you already have, and the trying is what keeps you from it. All you have to do is just shut up and be quiet.
for the next 8 minutes, we're going to shut up and cry. No, not really. Okay, that's it. That's it. Shut up and be quiet again for a second. Does that mean people should meditate more and get...
But like I told you, that's all they're doing anyways, meditating. So, no, they should change the focus of their meditation more away from a concept into who's having this concept.
Who's having this concept? Who's meditating?
Yeah.
Who's putting on my socks?
Yeah.
Who's driving my car?
Yeah.
Who's hanging out my laundry?
Yeah.
I mean, as I
As
walk
long
through
as you're the
the
one
day,
that's hanging up your laundry.
Okay.
If you hired Ethel to hang up your laundry, then you get involved in Ethel's life and figure out who Ethel is and gets involved with her grandmother's tumor on her left ear, and you're just all lost.
Okay.
But so not be careful who's hanging out your laundry.
Okay.
Hang out your own laundry.
Hang out your own laundry. Okay. So really, just pay attention to your life.
No, don't pay attention to your life. Pay attention to who is paying attention to your life.
Pay attention to who is paying attention to my life.
Pay attention to that sees, that hears, that tastes, that thinks, that knows.
And as you continue,
that you call you, which isn't you, which is God.
And the
you
more
usurp God. Naughty person.
I'm trying not to.
So therefore you're crucified on earth as long as you usurp God's throne.
Okay.
Give
we
it
don't
up.
want to do that. Give it up. I got it.
Just be.
Just be.
Yeah.
Just be.
I am he, I am that. Tatvamasi.
I am that.
I am that. Yeah. He is kind of, God's not he or she. That's conceptual. So you can get I am he, Soham, can get lost in gender. And we let any little nonsense drag us away from our mission, which is to glorify the soul, glorify yourself, even beyond the soul, the self, that is the creator, that is the sustainer, that is the rapture, that is existence, and holding on to that, and nothing else.
Just hold on to that.
Yeah, and just keep returning to it over and over and over again.
So there is no right or wrong or bad or good. It just is.
No, they're concepts.
Right or wrong or bad or good are just concepts.
They're just concepts. It's like morals or geography. Wherever you go on the planet, the morals change.
That's true. They do. From country to country, person
Yeah.
to person, morals change. And yet each person believes their set of morals is it.
Well, they are for them. That's what they follow. It's their religion. People think their religion is the church they go to and where they pay. But their religion is how they live their life. How you live your life is your religion. That's your religion. Every person on this planet is a priest. And every house is a temple. No matter where they live, it's their temple and they're a priest. And that's their duty to be a priest in their own temple. And whether they carry this out or not, it's their business. But Shrima taught me to be a priest in my own temple. I once asked her to pray for my temple, and she said, why waste a good prayer on a temple?
And what did she mean by that?
Exactly what she said. I love her. She doesn't mince words. Why waste prayers on a temple? Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Every aspect of yours.
Yeah, before you take correct your neighbor, correct yourself.
Okay.
Clean up your own stinky underwear before you complain about the neighbor's kid's underwear.
Okay. But what if you run across a person who thinks their underwear doesn't stink? I mean,
Well, that's their business. Tell them, agree with them. Who cares? Don't
Agree
think
with
it-
them?
Oh, hell yeah. Why not? Agree with everybody. Let them be right. Why not? They can't say they're wrong, so why start an argument? You enjoy showing people your posterior? Oh, I'm right. They're right. Look at that.
No.
I'm right, you're wrong. Ha 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 ha. I win, you lose. Yeah, it's all dumb. It's one-upsmanship. It's all garbage. When you come across a person that emphatically states a point of view, tell them they're right. They will decapitate you, and then things will go fine. But if you stick up your point of view and knowing they can't change their point of view, you go to war. And it escalates and the argument gets more heated. Once the argument becomes more heated, the breath increases. And when the breath increases, the mind becomes fired up. And when the mind becomes fired up, all control is lost and people go to war. They either punch each other, throw things at each other, scream and holler. They go crazy. And they have no control over themselves. Because once the breath starts, you're lost. Give it up. You have no control.
So just agree.
Just hope they punch you out real quick.
Okay. That's a very good note to end this particular.
Better to be the one that is punched out than the one that punches out. Because then in a future life, somebody won't punch you out.
That's a really good thought. Thank you very much. We want to thank you for joining us on this segment. And we hope to see you soon with Swami G. Thank you.